Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Speed Seasons 3. My name is Amber Cyprin. I am your host for this series, and I'm joined by Alpha 5, who has put this whole competition together, and he'll be going over just how this series works in just a moment. But first, we have a few announcements. First and foremost, if you are happening to watch this content on YouTube and you'd like to support our live content, by the way, hi YouTube, please consider checking us out over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GDQ. And as a reminder, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice every month for free. So please consider using your Prime Gaming account to subscribe to the GDQ Twitch channel, and we genuinely appreciate that. And speaking of which, your subs, Amazon Prime subs, gift subs, all of your bits cheered, or even just you being here and spreading the word to come watch Hotfix here on the GDQ Twitch channel helps support our weekly Hotfix content. So whether it's more Speed Seasons or it's the Community Spotlight on Mondays or whatever show you happen to enjoy and you want to see more of that, thank you for supporting our shows and just keep watching, and we really, really do appreciate the support. And information on all of our Hotfix shows is available at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. From there, you can find out more information about submitting your runs to any of our weekly shows. And later today as well, we will have a Nier Automata anniversary ending race at 5 p.m. Eastern. So after Speed Seasons is over, there's going to be a break, and then at 5 p.m. We will have the Nier Automata race using a community mod that will let you see other players floating around in the world as name tags. That's going to be really hype. I'm also hosting for that, so I'm really looking forward to that myself. But first and foremost, let's get down to business here with Speed Seasons 3. Alpha, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited. This event has technically been a year in the planning because things got delayed a lot. And then I guess 3 years since we even got to do a Speed Seasons. The last time it was done was 2018. We started that off with Super Mario Bros. 1. We're kicking this one off with Super Mario Bros. 2. We have a lot of great racers who've been practicing this game for 3 weeks. Most of them have not run the game before. Some of them have run other categories, like any percent of SMB2. Some of them have run the SNES version, which is a little different. But it's going to be very exciting to see as our first installment of this tournament, where the basic premises we're going to give out a game name, which is going to happen right after this race. We're going to reveal a game. I'm going to give everyone 2 weeks to learn that game, and then they're going to race. They're going to earn points based on their placement and the number of entrants. And then they're going to qualify for a playoff bracket and have a chance to win some cash prizes, which I am providing personally. As an incentive to have people dance around to my whimsy, which is what's happening. And if they win, the winner of this race also gets a Steam key from a giant cache of Steam keys that a group of mine has kind of hoarded over the years because we also own all the games and buy too many bundles. So, lots on the line. Every point makes it easier to get to playoffs. Everyone who qualifies for playoffs wins some money. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to just seeing the series play out and seeing how the game reveals and everything are going to go too. So definitely stick around after the race for the game reveal, and just sit tight. We've got some great racers for you today for sure, and we actually have a special guest commentator joining us today as well. Say hello, cool kid.
Hey, hello. Yes, I'll try my best to commentate the race here. Name's Cool Kid, and I like this game. It's one of my favorite speedruns.
Yeah, how you feeling about that 2036 you got yesterday?
That's good. That's very good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
No, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really curious to see how the race is gonna play out.
Yeah,
this category, like any percent, so the runner warps has a lot of runners, but the warpless run doesn't have that many runners, hasn't gotten that much attention. So it'd be really interesting to see the race here.
Yeah, I've been watching some of the streamers and seeing what tricks they do. Some of them keep complaining that the game is too hard while doing nothing but the strategies you told them not to do. Uh, and I've also seen them constantly complain but not stop playing. So they're having some
I think
fun
you're
with
doing
it. So
something
it's going to
right.
be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think if someone is complaining, oh heck this game, and proceeds to keep playing, something must be going right for them to keep playing. So whether it's the spirit of the competition or just the drive to get better, that's kind of what this show is all about. And what Speed Seasons is all about. In fact, Speed Seasons 1 is what got me into speedrunning back in the days of yore. So shout outs to that. And that's actually why I'm really excited to be hosting this series as well. And was super stoked when I found out it was being organized. So thank you, Alpha, for putting this all together.
Yeah, I bugged the people who ran season 2 for like maybe 6 months, and then it's just like, fine, I'll do it myself. And then it took forever to just get everything scheduled with GDQ, because like the last time we did it, like the hotfix really wasn't even a thing yet. It was very, very different times back in 2018.
Yeah, I think hotfix really started to take off around 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Like that's when we started to have like more and more shows coming around. And now we've got a whole ton of them like here in like 2020, late 2020, and now going into 2021. There's tons of shows. Like I host a second show on Wednesday nights. Like if that's any indicator of like we have hosts who do more than one show, and we have specials on the weekends sometimes, like the Near Automata race and everything like that. So definitely looking forward to that. So actually, I want to ask Cool Kid a question here. What should we be expecting going into this race? Like, what are the big things to look out for? Like, what are the tricks and other things that we should be expecting?
So yeah, honestly there are not that many tricks and glitches. There's just a lot of boss fights in this game, and it is very easy to die in this game and game over. So just yeah, it's precise platforming, a couple of big skips, clipping through the ground, and then yeah, just a lot of boss fight action. But I
Wow.
really hope
And
I'm really hoping to not see any. Well, I'm not gonna jinx it, but I hope not to see any game overs that will lose them too much time. Since if you game over, you have to replay the entire world you game over it in. So that could be rough.
right,
Yeah.
and the racers have, I believe it's 2 continues. Is that right? Before
Yeah,
they
so
fully game over.
yeah, you start with 3 lives, but you only have 2 continues. You can earn more extra lives. You can either pick up 1-ups in the in the wild, in the world. They're quite rare though, or you can play the slot machine if you collect coins. But it's not a reliable way to earn 1-ups, but
Hmm?
it's one way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to say I expect to see deaths. I don't want to say that, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the race. I mean, I'm just I got a little preview here of the racers, and I can tell that they've got good moves.
Yeah, I know they've put in a lot of work over the
Yeah,
last 3 weeks since the first reveal. And going forward, though, the racers and anyone else who wants to get involved will have 2 weeks to get involved with whatever game is the flavor of the next episode, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, right?
Yeah, and just to sell it, these races are open to everybody. There's information all on the website on what you have to do to set up to join the races. At speedseasons.com. It's a lot of fun to join these races, even if you're just doing it blind, just as an excuse to play some of these games, because some of them might not be that hard casually, but to get a solid time, you might need to put in a little bit of practice. I'm also learning all these games because I wouldn't make anybody do something I wouldn't do, or couldn't do, I guess. So this game, I had plenty of fun doing. It didn't take me too long to get like a 40-minute time, and that was with grabbing like 30 coins to get a bunch of 1-ups, because I could not stop myself from dying on desert stages. but
Oh, oh yeah.
it's
Oh yeah.
I would just get into the sand and it would be over. So
Yeah,
um
you have World 2, World 6, really rough. Very
yeah,
rough.
but you know, I did for the sake of the race. They are after they full game over, they are allowed to use the warps to get back to the point because what they're racing is all the levels. They just got to beat all the levels, just for the sake of people actually finishing in case they repeatedly game over. I don't think we'll see much, if any, of that. A lot of their times are very good for just the amount of practice we have, so I'm really excited for it.
And like you said, it is open for everyone to join. And this is actually a series of 7 games, and it ends in like so. So what are the racers competing for? So it ends in a playoffs, but how do they get into that
Yeah,
playoffs?
so by you get into playoffs by the first requirement is you have to join 4 of these races. You know, you have to have some proof that you've played at least 4 of the games. And I'll explain the playoff format in after this, but basically based on the number of people who join the race and you're competing against and your overall placement, you'll earn points. If it's a little bit of a complicated algorithm, but I'll show the points. They'll be published on the website, and the people with the 8 most points who are eligible for playoffs will enter. And the reason why you have to enter 4 races is playoffs are a best of 3, and each person is going to ban 2 games. So you got to be capable of at least winning 2 of those games. So if your opponent bans 2 of the games, you know you still have 2 left. And that's just a little bit of a safeguard, considering in season 2, myself and a couple other people made playoffs, and there were some potential issues because we did not want to or go through with learning all of those games. There were 9. We've tightened it up a bit. We've extended it so there's less burnout. It also lets us pick a little bit of a beefier game length. And we're going to see how this all shakes out, and be more announcements with everything involving speed seasons as this goes. But it's exciting to be running this event.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And for anyone who's looking for more information or is looking for the Speed Seasons website, type in !SS3 into the chat, and that's going to give you a link to the website detailing any game reveals that have been shown so far, show dates, race dates, playoffs format, everything like that. So, and even like how to get involved, because all of these races are held on Speedruns Live. So that's why they're open for anyone to join. If you join the Speedruns Live IRC chat, you're able to join the race for that. And we'll actually be starting that in about 3 minutes or so. Cool Kid, do you have anything else you want to add to before we get the race started?
No, not really. I'm excited. Well, on unrelated note, whoever's doing tech, look at my message in the Discord channel. Other than that, I'm ready.
Awesome. And Alpha, any words from you before we get going?
Good luck to all the runners. I'm busy typing out the proof call for them. They're gonna have to do a little something so that we can verify that things aren't a recording. There is a sense of legitimacy with that. Nothing too hard, and it's not going to impact their race times, so it'll be great.
Yeah, and just like someone said in chat, you can join the race even if you don't practice at all. If you find out, on Sunday, like, hey, they're doing this game, I totally want to play that, I like that game, you can definitely join the race, even if you haven't practiced or learned the run in full, and that can be really fun. That is the easiest way to get yourself speedrunning. When I joined season 1, I did exactly that for Sonic Adventure 2. I just went off of my casual knowledge and did pretty okay. And definitely hopefully this is a gateway for other people to get involved in speedrunning as well. Maybe you might find one of the games that we show over the course of this series to be your next favorite speed game. But I think we are just about ready to go once the proof call is all set. How are we looking, Alpha?
Yeah, I'm just typing this out. It's
You're
because
good.
I'm just like, right, this game starts on a global timer, so I can't make them do some nonsense thing on a title menu because it's important. So I'm gonna have them do something else, little modified, but
And so, when you say things are on a global timer, do you mean like cycles in the stages?
yeah, I believe like the Birdo egg timer is once every 4 seconds, if I'm right, Cool Kid.
Yeah, about every 4.2 seconds. Essentially, hardly any randomness in this game. It's all based off of the timer. It starts at the beginning of every level, so that makes it a really interesting speedrun.
All right. And just a reminder to everyone, we really appreciate you watching. Seriously, you're in for like a great race.
Okay, so we are ready. I'm gonna quit this out. And we're gonna get right into it. They're all doing their proof check. I'm watching it, and I'm excited. So on the screen right now we have Kurt's new brand, who was experienced with SMB1 SMB1 any percent. LK, who I don't know has played the NES version, but has a lot of times for SMB All Stars, all 4 games, and I think all 5 games as well. And then we have St. Joe and Pika Pals, who very good times in this, and were 2nd and 4th place in the last speed seasons. LK took 3rd. So some people coming back from last time. It's good to see. I don't see Ramses88 anywhere, who was the winner of the previous one. And oh, Kurt's got the very nice ladder skip right there.
Yeah, Joe as well. Looks like all of our racers got that.
Yeah, very nice. I did not expect this many runners to go for Toad here in 1-1, but well, look at that. Well practiced. Luigi is easier and safer approach here, but I'd say it's a good idea because it's very easy to die in any level of this game. You wouldn't want to die in the first level in a race like this, for sure.
Yeah, and what I found, if I made a mistake on Toad, I lost way more time than like a minor mistake on Luigi.
Definitely. So here is some cool little tech. So they did a clip in the first level here with Toad. They're doing a fast carpet glitch with Toad. You just get to the boss really quickly. Interestingly enough, doing that fast carpet trick and having a good level Luigi is equally fast, just because how these egg cycles work. But I'm not sure if LK got the same cycle. But
yeah,
anyway,
he messed up his super jump off of the Ninja, so I think is a little bit behind in that regard. But still, no deaths yet. Everything very clean, and we're coming up on a little bit of a hard trick. I tried to like back this up by picking up a mushroom, but the way you do iframes and pop up when you have 3 hearts is worse. So
yeah, I'd say it's almost essential to be at 2 HP here. So I'm gonna grab the Shy Guy and bring the Shy Guy, kind of ride its surface. Oh,
oof.
Kurt despawned the Shy Guy. That's no good. He's gonna have to go up and grab another one. See if Joe gets the skip here. He's gonna take damage on the spikes and then press up.
Well
Boom,
done.
through the floor. This is a big skip. It skips grabbing the key. You have to go all the way up to the top to get the key, and it's a big time waste. I honestly think this is easier than getting key. It looks like they all got this skill.
Ooh, LK taking a death.
Oh, oof. Dang.
He got the skip, but this is not easy. And when you're running around with Toad, it's like everything is on permanent ice physics. That part's just hard.
Ice physics in any retro game or any game period can be really frustrating to control, for sure.
Yeah, and just as a quick setup thing for that falling down thing, if that throw was too hard, I did find that if you just put the Shy Guy on that bottom ledge adjacent to the Sniffet, you'll just get it. He just walks perfectly, so you don't even have to worry about the throw.
All right. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it was a nice safety thing, but no, they put way more time than I did into this.
Ooh,
they're all too good.
Here in 2-1 is kind of scary. So Let's see what they opt to do. If you collect 5 cherries, you get a star, and then depending on when you grab the 5th cherry, will actually dictate where it's going to appear on the screen. And if you want to go for a quick kill, it's possible to carry the star to the birdo fight, but you need the star to spawn in the correct position of the screen. So let's see if anyone attempts it. Oh,
I think
okay,
Pika
that was
Pals is
good.
going for it, and I actually liked he had this weird digging pattern, and it looks like Joe got it. Pika
Wow,
Pals
okay.
right behind. Is he gonna make it? And makes it. That's
Just
2. It
barely
looks like
makes it.
LK is about to get it 2. If he's starting lower, he should have a little bit more of a window. And I guess Kurt got it because it's already on 2-2. And wow, that's really hard.
Yeah, wow, that is definitely. I'm very impressed. That's really cool. Now, 2-2 is one of my least favorite levels in the run. This second screen of the level is just relentless. So many enemies. It's so easy to get hit. Yeah.
I'm a
Kill
little
a lot of
surprised they
runs.
all went Toad. The princess strategy is, while slower, you just go over that entire second section. It makes it nice and less scary. We're seeing a couple
Oh, yeah.
deaths as Joe is just trucking along. I like the digging patterns that are coming out, just as like the personal preference to dodge these, to dodge all these shy guys.
Yeah.
Oh, his star.
That's unfortunate.
That was like a frame off. That feels so bad.
Oh, yeah. It is very important that you dig in the correct pattern, or else the shy guys will they'll follow you and they'll catch up to you. But with the correct digging, you can just make them get stuck. Sort of get away.
Yeah, 2-2
looks
is, I
like,
think, my least favorite level in the entire game.
Oh yeah, definitely mine too. Right? Yeah, Pika Pals went Princess, and well, was looking good.
It's like, while I hated other stages because I was bad at executing them, I hated 2-2 just for being the way it was.
Oh yeah, it's such a hard level.
And
Okay.
I was worried that that little mushroom block might bounce over the birdo as it want to do for Joe. But LK the first on the 2-3.
Yep. And this is a level where you really, or optimally, you really don't want to take damage because there's a very easy quick kill and easy and fast quick kill on the boss. Or I shouldn't say easy, but it's a potential quick kill. You can go for the boss if you don't take any damage. But yeah, LK got through very nicely there. So did Joe. Very nice.
Yeah, digging in this game is really hard, so I think LK is digging a little bit slower than optimal, but it's still really good.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can opt to
remember.
either time or mash it. I guess most runners here might just opt for kind of like a mash. It's the most kind of convenient way to do it. Alright, good. Got the key, and now I just go back up to the door, and it's time for the boss fights for LK.
Yeah, and it was kind of funny. Someone posted I guess you were talking about it, the soft lock. If you die while doing a skip on that door, you just kind of die forever.
Yeah, that is so goofy. That's one of the things in this game. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I love it too. It's a really goofy game. A lot of goofy things can happen while you play it. I really enjoy it.
Oh,
Whoa,
okay,
I've not
that
seen
was
that kill before.
That's an LK special.
Okay, that's okay. That's cool. Because yeah, the strats I've seen. Okay, as you see Joe here, you pick up the mushroom block and then the tri-glide. But hey, they work just as well. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I found that, like, okay, if you mess it up, you can still get 2 quick hits, but I haven't seen what LK just did. That was really neat.
Very
No,
cool.
it takes
Oh,
a
big
tumble.
fall. Yeah, 3-1, the cloud climb. This is pretty rough. It's the way the screen scrolling is kind of annoying here. It kind of interferes with natural flow of jumping. It's very easy to fall. But yeah, so it's a chilled carpet ride here up to the top. But yeah, again, anytime you're small in this game, it's so easy to die against any of the boss fights. Because the birdos here, they can fire either an egg or a fireball, and it's random. Well, it's random whether they fire an egg or a fireball. So LK's got to be very careful in the boss fight here.
Yeah, and just to add insult to injury, you're like 1.1 tiles hide, so you like have to manually dodge everything. And oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what makes it so that the first like time the egg is fired at a mushroom block that has just landed, it sometimes bonks off of it, but that's gonna give the lead back to Joe as switching to the first princess stage for 3-2. Which I like these ladder jumps. These were cozy. I don't know if they're crazy hard, but they felt, when I was doing these jumps off the ladders with the wall, they felt really nice. There's a cool glitch here.
Yeah, Princess just has to be the most convenient character. She can just, you know, float across the gap. Oh, we got it first try. Very nice. Yeah, that jumps. Oh, and LK gets it first try too. It's not that easy. A 3-frame window. Yeah, doing the jump. So.
For whatever reason, when you're on the ladder, it just felt easier. Maybe it's just because there's a wall there to prevent you from ruining it too hard. But this is the most impossible Birdo fight.
This is a very This is a very awkward Birdo fight because Princess, she has the slowest grab speed, pickup speed in the game. Can make grabbing these eggs and mushroom blocks and then throw them at Birdo very difficult. But you can also, whenever you're in that pickup animation, you cannot take damage, so it can also work favor sometimes.
Okay, we got a 3-person
Okay, in this Pika-Pal sync.
Oh, that's crazy. And
I think the Onar and Kurtz and Pika-Pal is the same game feed.
Okay, so we see Luigi out of LK. This might be relevant to the All-Stars experience that he has.
Yeah, Luigi works just as well, I'd say.
Yeah.
For sure. So Kurt opts to get the mushroom. Definitely very good, I'd say. So I'm gonna bring up this ninja. This might be like, it feels like an intended skip. They put a ninja at the bottom of this room, and it's very easy to just bring it up to the top and do a super jump off of it, by crouching for about a second and a half, or I don't know exactly how long you have to crouch for, but that skips grabbing the key and saves a lot of time on this level.
Yeah, Luigi's definitely making this part a lot easier, but just with the ladder jumps and vertical sections, Luigi pretty good at.
Yeah, I find here is where Luigi gets pretty awkward with his floaty jump. Oh, power block there. I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, I like this because he wants to just clear those out so he doesn't have to wait for anything. I like it.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
But Kurtz did that room crazy quickly. Doesn't look like they're going for the 3-3 skip. That one I don't expect anybody to do.
Let's see what happens. Whoa.
LK,
Man.
the last ninja, just jumped right out of the way.
So these ninjas that kind of walk like that, they'll only jump if you're on the ground close enough to them. And he got that was unlucky there. All right, it's 5. I believe it's 5 hits to take down this Mouser. It's
5.
one of. Yeah, it's a really tricky fight. Oh, look at that, Kurtz bomb to the face.
Kurtz
Same with
has
Pika-Pals.
no lives left. He might take an intentional game over at the start of 4-1.
Yes, but Pika-Pal's got 3 lives remaining, so she's doing really well. So that is a kind of, I don't want to say that, I expected people to die, but it is not uncommon at all to see. It's so easy to die in this game. It's a really tough game.
I think
But
one of
doing really well
Pika-Pal's
so
main goals was just to get a run without deaths, because then the speed would inherently come from just not dying.
Yeah. All right. Cool. But yeah, both Joe and LK are on to World 4, which it's pretty. After World 3 is kind of sweaty, especially 3-3, and World 4 is, it's 4-1 is one of the easier levels in the run. Just play Toad here because it runs 20% faster than anyone else whenever he's carrying an enemy. So kind of run here. I see Kurt is not taking a game over though. He was at 0 lives.
He must be really confident in his World 4, or just isn't worried about the time loss from if he dies on 4-2, because 4-1 and 4-2 are pretty short.
Yeah, so I'm...
yeah, it's a
okay,
bit
let's see, a
iffy.
little word, but let's see what happens.
Fry Guy's a little mean.
Oh yeah. It's...
Oh, that was a sick double jump by Kurt right there, too.
Oh, yeah, Kurt's, he's a really good Mario 2 runner. He's pretty new to... He actually picked up this category for this race, but he's been running... He's got a sub-9 time for 80%, so so it's kind of cool. This race got him into this category is cool.
Yeah, and I'm just watching LK do that. That's a really hard screen.
I think the whale screen is a bit, yeah. The whales, it's really easy to die in the whale screen too, to fall off any of these jumps, but Joe made it through. Let's see, he's going to try to get a star here, I believe.
Yeah. And Peekapell's going for the princess strat on... Oh, and does it without taking damage too.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. So,
Very
insta-kill
clean.
Umberto. Very nice. Yeah, princess is not a bad idea at all in 4-2. It makes these whales really... it's very unlikely down the whale screen. But yeah, LK got the star kill too, so it's right behind.
Yeah, and since you can get the star kill, you don't have to worry so much about losing like 3 seconds every time you pick something up. I know it's not that long, it just feels that long. And then...
So, yeah, 4-3, you can skip the entire level. Joe just skipped the entire level by just doing a simple jump with Luigi. And now for the Fry Guy boss fight. Let's see what approach they'll go for here. There are many different approaches to Fry Guy. Typically, the safer approach is to stay up top for phase 1. After you hit Fry Guy 3 times, gonna split into 4 smaller pieces, and kind of where the fight gets pretty chaotic. Once there are only 2 pieces remaining, they start jumping really quickly. But yeah, that was very good.
Yeah, they get more and more
look at
aggressive.
LK's got kind of a wall strat. Boom, took out
sick.
4 of them. With 1 throw. All right, that was cool. All right, good stuff.
Excited about all of these Fry Guy kills as Kurtz is moving on. Did pick up the mushroom in 4-3, so is very aware of their situation of I don't want to die to Fry Guy.
Oh, Joe missing that jump there.
Oh.
And there's only one. Oh, and he gets it. Kurtz is through. One up safety.
Yeah, Joe opts to go for the game over there just because they're down to 0 lives.
I'm really curious. Oh, LK does not go for the really, really cool quick kill on that Birdo. I don't expect anybody to have that, but it'd be really cool.
Yeah, I'll be amazed someone did it. That'd be really cool. Okay, Pika Pals is through too. Okay, they're all through here to World 5. Okay, Kurt's also, I think they're all going for the 1-up here, pretty much.
It doesn't waste too much time. It's safe.
Yeah, exactly. It's right on the way. So 5-2, another great level for Luigi. Just his far jumps, his high jumps. Like this screen, and also the vine climbing screen here. Fast. These vine jumps are easier with Luigi than any other character. That's because he falls slower, so you have more time to press jump after you let go of the vine. Like, Kurt is going for Mario in 5-2. It's interesting. Yeah, he's telling me about it. He likes Mario for 5-2 because he thinks the boss fight is really difficult with Luigi, and it is. The stage is harder, but boss fights definitely easier with Mario than Luigi.
Yeah, and Mario is a good compromise between having a little bit of a higher jump and not having the Toad ice physics.
Yeah. The problem with Luigi here is that he falls, his fall speed is kind of slow. It's getting pretty hard to pick up an egg and then grab it without getting damaged by Birdo's next projectile. But LK had a great kill, and yeah, wow, good flow. Oh, Joe actually went Toad. Whoa, I'm seeing that's a big character diversity here in 5-2. Wow. All right. That'll also make the boss fight easier, because Toad has his fastest pickup speed, or should make it easier. It's being smaller is scary.
Kurtz is waiting. Oh, Kurtz is hoping for an egg.
Oh, yeah.
And
If you're small in this game, it's so easy to die in this game.
And wondering if any of them are going for... Oh, and... Huh. Just realized LK took Luigi into 5-3.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Let's see what's... I've never tried Luigi in 5-3.
I
but,
like that timed vegetable throw. That was nice.
Wow, yeah. This is great. I love the strats LK is bringing out here. There's a lot of stuff things that I haven't considered or seen before.
Oh, because... Oh, that makes the
Yeah,
jump so
Luigi's-
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be very careful. It's very easy to get hit by one of these Panzer fireballs, but should be through here. Yep.
I'm very wondering how his fight against oh god, I can't remember the crab's name.
Yeah, Claw Grip, yeah.
Claw Grip, yeah. I'm like, it's Claw something, was replacing it with a Pokemon.
Kurt is Kurt is going for more mushrooms than other races, which definitely is a good approach. I mean, having that extra hit point, 3 hit points there just to does make a big difference. Okay, I'm curious to see it. Let's see LK's crab fight here with Luigi. That's kind of a safe spot down there. Okay. Oh,
He got 3
nice.
hits.
So Claw Grip has got 5 HP, so only needs a double. They need a double to, Alright.
Okay, this is crazy.
Yeah, wow, LK's having a great run. I'm thoroughly impressed.
Yeah. Just the alternative strats that make things easier for him or more consistent that people wouldn't necessarily think about, because it's not about being optimal. It's about finishing, really.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, as we're talking about that, gets stuck in the impossible quicksand and dies to a bunch of cobras.
6-1 is really tough. Kind of surprised LK's going with Toad here, considering when Luigi in previous level. I expected LK would go with Princess here. Princess is being a bit slower, but much easier, especially on this first screen. But made it through it second time. All right, and there, Pika Pals and Joe are very close here, and Kurt just finished Claw Grip.
Oh!
Oh!
That was
Wow.
5 hits!
Okay, that is... Alright, okay, that is very uncommon, wow.
That was crazy! That was very exciting. Alright, Pika Pal is doing Princess, and as you can see, just going over absolutely everything.
Okay, I think Kurt opted to go for game over there, or I can't tell if they actually... if it was intentional death or not. But either way, she have full lives, full lives now. Ooh. Okay, take down that Birdo. The green bird has only spit out fireballs, so you gotta be very careful here. Now Kurt, like I mentioned, Kurt's a very good 80% runner. He's got a lot of experience with these late game levels, so he might be able to gain some ground here on LK. Let's see. But LK, I mean, definitely been putting in the time of practice, so. Now this 6-2 is a really cool level. Luigi can just play it almost non-stop every time he jumps correctly. It looks like they're through. All right.
I'm not cool enough to even want to attempt that. I just ride the bird across. This is definitely one of those games where just like once you get it, you've got it. But it's just so scary and daunting to want to put in that time.
Yeah,
But
especially Luigi is just, he controls so differently than the other characters. It really takes it's a long time, good amount of practice before you get comfortable with him. Alright. Often go for the potion jump as well.
oh,
Okay,
it gets
first
it.
try.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, killer run.
Pika Pal's taking an unfortunate death on the Birdo fight, but that's okay.
I think Pika Pals might be the only one who hasn't game overed here yet.
I know that Joe is sitting on no continues now.
Oh wow, yeah, that is... At least warping back to World 6 is pretty quick, but yeah, it'll be a big setback. It does have 2 extra
And last hit. Doesn't get invisible fireballs from Tri-Glide that just sometimes happen as you kill them.
Oh yeah. Well, on to well, LK hasn't game over as well, I think. Yeah, on to 7-1. Picks Luigi here. Luigi's really the best character for this level. It's high jumps.
Luigi is just best brother.
Mario 2? Definitely. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
gets
nice. Cheeky
Chico's
little
got double
double
hit on that Birdo. That was nice.
Yeah,
But
it's cool. Yeah, you can bounce off the mushroom block over Birdo's eggs and get doubles. It's cool. Kurt is not that far behind. Only a screen behind.
oh, made up a ton of time on just World 6.
Yeah, that's how that warp run experience. Big, but LK is first into the Birdo fight. Let's make quick work of Birdo, no problem.
No fireballs. The red Birdo's the hardest because they can just decide you're not allowed to hit them by throwing eggs or fireballs at just inopportune times. But
Joe getting the
Kurt's-
potion jump as well.
Wow,
Oh, nice. And so yeah, we're on 7-2. This is the end of the game for LK.
The final level of the game did get hit though at the very start. So Kurt. Okay, so the way this level works is, you fight wards. The only way to deal damage to wards at the end of the level, is to hit him with a veggie, but the veggies will only pop out every 4.2 seconds. Oh yeah, they're doing a big skip here too.
I'm curious if LK is worried if he'll go back up the chain before trying to enter this door. Oh, okay. I guess that works.
Nice.
I didn't know that could happen. that was good.
Okay, safe now. Yeah, every time you enter a screen transition, any door, you kind of get a little checkpoint. But all right, so able to get through. Oh, this is very close. The LK and Kurt are now in the same room of 7-2, and Pikapal's just entering 7-2.
And Kirk got the very fast kill on that bird head.
Oh, Ward 8 the first veggie. This could be.
This
I
is
know
gonna
Kurt,
be really tight.
This
Kurt's
is super
got a
close.
really good ward fight. I know he's even made a ward tutorial, so I expect to see. If I don't see a great fight by Kurt, I'll be disappointed. Anyway,
Oh,
I think he
LK
took-
missed.
Oh no, and Kurt is having a great fight. That's
And
the
Kurt
game.
gets
That's the final hit.
Yo, GG on Kurt.
As soon as he enters the door. Yeah, GG.
Oh, but meanwhile, just off stream is our non-showcased runners. Just Defend actually won the race at 25:08. Missed that.
Oh yeah, LK just finished as well.
Yeah, Just Defend OG SMB2 runner. Congratulations. I'm happy. It's cool to have him in the race.
Yeah, he participated in the last seasons as well, and because of that, actually ended up running Ninja 5.0, one of the game that has quote-unquote LK strats in it, because he discovered a way of clipping through a ledge with his sword to hit the most obnoxious boss in the game. He ran that at a GDQ because of Season 2, so it's a pretty
I'm
neat
sorry,
thing.
I think I saw like maybe 3 vegetable throws ago on Pikapal's screen. I am pretty sure I saw a vegetable go right through Ward's head.
You can only deal damage
Oh, when his
Ward-
mouth is open, right?
Exactly.
I
That's what
actually
makes
didn't
this fight.
expect anybody to play Princess here, and Pikapal's getting the clear.
Yeah, Pikapal's and Joe both playing Princess in this final stage.
So yeah, GG. That's 4th place for Pikapals.
As we're working to pull up some of our other runners who are going at it.
Yeah, what makes this fight so difficult is that those bubbles, they'll take out your veggie. So if you're too slow, throw it, you might get blocked. It's kind of interesting looking at the contributor screens here of the racers. LK had 10 Luigi, which is that's a lot of Luigi, but it worked out really well for them. It's a lot of cool Luigi strats. Yeah,
Had our,
Joe is.
on our off-stream racers, we had one up 40 finishing in 5th place with a time of 28:27.
All right, GG won it.
And then
Yep,
there's
GG to
Joe
Joe.
getting a
Just moments
28-21.
behind.
Yeah, I expect to see. Okay, both Joe and Pika Pals went Princess in 7 Show. I really like Prince in battle levels. Kind of expect to see more of her, but yeah, GG.
We are. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just looking at Joe's contributor screen. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
We are working on getting. We do have some other runners who are that we can feature on stream, so we will be getting those rotated in momentarily. It's just going to take a little bit of setup. We just actually had one of them just finish. Socrates just finished in 7th place with a time of 29:25. GG's to them.
Yeah, GG sub 30. Very nice.
Getting sub 30 with only 3 weeks of time learning the game is incredible.
Yeah,
this is such a hard run. It's so easy to die, and since you start off, it's I mean, you're so limited on continues and extra lives. It's especially also easy when you're in a race setting. You only get one shot to actually lose a lot of time due to deaths. But yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, like when I found out it was gonna be SMB2, I was like, is it gonna be warped or all levels? And it was all levels. So I was like, oh boy, and just like even seeing some of the deaths that we've seen out of these 4 racers alone, it is really impressive to see like them just overcoming the difficulty, because Joe was sitting there on no continues for a little while.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was honestly kind of pretty scared going at least when I was making the tutorial. I'm like, this is, I mean, this is I keep saying, this is so hard, such a hard run, this and that, but it is such a hard run, especially when we get 3 weeks to practice for it. But yeah, thoroughly impressed with what I saw here.
Yeah, this is really impressive from everybody, really.
Yeah, we've got Tea Party Cthulhu in the final level right now. Same with not Jackazam. We have Jackazam in the bottom left here, and Tea Party TBC up in the left.
Jackazam, and again, if you are one of the competitors and you want to compete, submit your times. Jackazam did. It's important. I know for a fact that she hasn't played, but is definitely gonna give us a more casual experience here. But you know, that's something that you can do. You can just enter the races for fun. I recommend it. Video games are fun to play sometimes.
Yeah, and entering and finishing the game in and of itself is really important if you want to start building points. Skipping gets you nothing.
Yeah.
While finishing gets you like even just something, and it makes you familiar with the game, which is important for playoffs if you happen to make it in there.
Now, your lowest score does get dropped, so you can skip a game, but skipping the first one is never, because what if there's something, what if I give you a genre of video game you really don't want to play? Because these aren't all going to be platformers. In fact, this might be it. Maybe. We'll have to see. And there's the clear for Tea Party Cthulhu. So
GG kind of went for a nice buffer strat there, and Shram is just finishing up as well. Just behind TPC, just 6 seconds behind. So TPC 32-39, 8th place, and Shrambles 32-46.
I am.
Yeah, and TBC says first time ever finishing in 1 continue. It was still not a PB for them, but it was their first time finishing in 1 continue, which is still pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Very interesting contributor screens there out of the 2 of them.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I really like about this game. I mean, sure, at a world record level, there are set strats you're supposed to play this character. It's optimal for this and that level, but for this, I mean, you can really choose your own style. Oh, I like like playing Luigi better in 3-3, 5-3. Why not? Let's go Luigi. Might not be the fastest, but it's what works best for them. So I really enjoyed that aspect of this game.
As I'm
Oh,
slowly
for sure.
calculating their points and inputting it so that everybody will be able to see that in time. We've got how many other races do we have going that were to be restreamed that we set up?
I believe it's just Jackazam because Socrates finished before we could get them swapped in.
Oh, I feel bad. They set up their stream for the very first time, and they just finished. They were too good.
But all it means is that they're already set up for next time.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it cozy time here? 4-2. Jackazam did have 4. Ooh, so you cannot stand on Autobomb. No, you cannot stand on it while you're carrying the Shy Guy.
Oh,
Got got by the man, I can't remember the name of that enemy. The little porcupine.
oh no, it's probably already passed it on the the credit screen on TBC's side. That's a shame.
So you get they might be expecting to get a star here.
Yeah, they got to grab that first cherry too.
Yeah, exactly. If you die, the cherry count resets. So collect 5 cherries for a star.
Yeah.
But either way, sure they'll be able to take on this bird with just eggs instead.
And Jackazam is very familiar. I was placed pretty highly in season 2. I believe made it to at least top 8. But is also not unfamiliar with blind racing either. So, despite difficulties, is still doing her best and making sure that we have content to talk about.
Oh yeah. Oh, playing the slots. Did not win.
Yeah, you have at a minimum a 25%, a slightly greater than 25% chance. It's like 29 out of 64.
Oh, this
or no,
might
it's
have
18
been...
out of 64, or 19 out of 64. That's the one I meant to say. To get at least 1 life, and then every cherry you get beyond that, you can get more. So you'll get probably at least 1 life if you have 4 coins.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
does not know that the potion is before you grab the Birdo.
Oh. I don't know if she wanted to go Toad here. So she's gonna have to play the. I mean, this is fine too. I've actually never played the level like this before.
I think as a kid, I always brought Luigi to this level because I always thought that, like, oh, there's like a thing over there, I can see it, but I couldn't reach it with like Mario. So I played Luigi or Princess. And I just thought that like the rest of these doors were just fake. And like you had to like ride the bee or get Birdo to shoot better so you could actually make it to like where Frog Eye actually was. He was hidden. You know, back the 6-year-old lore. And
yeah.
We've actually got a one of our offline runners or off-stream runners. We've got a Pop-Tart Cat finishing in 10th place with a time of 36:06, and Mooware just finished with a 37:14 in 11th place, and has Cursed Wart in their comment for the race.
Cool. I'm very happy to see people enjoying this game. It's a rough category, but yeah, they all really got really into it, really into Mario 2.
Yeah. For those of you who are unaware, Jackazam is not the biggest fan of this game, and it's completely understandable. But she fully understands that like getting familiar with, or even just competing in each of these races for the season is really important, especially for playoffs.
Yeah.
If I recall what Alpha said correctly, she made it into the top 8 last season, back in 2018, and that was and she was telling me, I think off stream, she was telling me that she like raced in Super Mario Brothers once and just like did not want to do it again. That was not a game for her. And but still played in it to get the points and like to have the experience of actually running it at all.
And another thing about it is this is just something that happened in the last season, because there were 9 games. Some people didn't play all the games, but during the break before playoffs, people picked up a bunch of games. LK picked up a lot of games that people did not know he could actually play, and it was crazy. He had all these hidden things. Kirby's Dream Course, everybody was busting out. Jackazam's number one regret was informing everybody immediately that she could play Kirby's Dream Course at a high level, and she joined that race. She couldn't change her placement in terms of playoff standing, but everybody banded against her when it was. If you can go find the season 2 VODs, I absolutely recommend it. They are very, very spicy, very fun.
They do exist on YouTube.
Oh yes, and
I remember Darkman showing me the Super Mario Brothers, like the first episode of season 2, and yeah, like those VODs definitely exist. You should watch them. You can absolutely watch them between each episode here, because this is a bi-weekly show. So after this race is over, after we see Jackazam either like, I believe Jackazam is aiming to finish the game.
Yeah. Might cut it shorter than that, but
yeah,
you know, she's aware of all of this. She knows she's here, so we can still talk about the game. And she submitted her time, so if you want to do that and you think that you can beat someone who has played the game once, you know, submit your time. We have to bring as many people as we can on here so we have content. And I want to showcase everything that people put in the efforts to do, and I got 8 responses. We had 15 racers. You know, some people don't want to do it, that's fine. You don't have to, but it's cool. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is really cool, and we like Alpha said, we want to showcase the effort that everyone has been putting in, because it's, especially if you're going into essentially what is like a mystery tournament almost, but you're allowed to practice for 2 weeks. Like it's really impressive to show up and even try to learn these games in 2 weeks.
Well, it's unfortunate game over. It's really rough. Jackazam, she just game over to Fry Guy, so just gotta play all the World 4 again. But never give up.
Yeah, absolutely. Like finishing this game in and of itself, especially the NES version as opposed to like All Stars or the GBA version, if you happen to fancy that one, is an accomplishment. This is not an easy Mario game.
Yeah, it all starts. You start off with more lives, and you have infinite amount of continues, and then this it's less lives and only just 2 continues, making it much harder to complete.
Oh, for sure. Like, I remember playing this game as a kid, like, on the NES when I was very young. I think we rented it from Blockbuster, and then we returned it, like, after the however long the rental was, never picked it up again. And then as a kid, I got the first Super Mario Brothers Advance game thinking, oh man, this is going to be a brand new Mario game. It wasn't, but then I was like, oh my god, I remember this game. It wasn't just a fever dream.
Well, I mean, it kind of was, just not in the same way.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't remember, like, if I had been imagining this vertical, like, Mario game that opened with you, like, essentially falling from the sky. And I was very glad, like, Kid Me was very glad that even littler me was not wrong. Had not imagined this Mario game.
That is a pretty good. I played through Super Mario Advance for the first time just last night, and I'd say I enjoyed it. I think it's good too.
Yeah, it's certainly not a bad way to play the game. The GBA ports of most of the Mario games are genuinely not that bad at all, and they're like the ports of the Superstar or All Stars rather versions. So like Super Mario Brothers 3 and 2, their ports are both the SNES versions, but with voices.
I mean, the GBA games were my first experience with Super Mario World, and I gotta say, holding R to spin jump is better controls, and everyone can be mad at me for saying that, but it's way more comfortable than having to press Y or A.
Yeah, I will go out of my way to remap my controls to R because that's what I got used to.
Yeah, it's just, you hold the R button, and it's cozy. And oh no, Jackazam doesn't know the mushroom is all the way to the left there.
Oh no.
But does have that extra cherry this time, so we'll get the star.
Yeah, there we go.
But I guess maybe he didn't notice it or didn't want it. This jump, when you have the star, unless you have a really good feel for, you know, when you have that super jump, like, I'm sure I could have done it when I was 6 and played the game a bunch, but I couldn't do it when I was trying to pick this game up, so I could, you know, say that I'm not making people do anything I wouldn't.
That you couldn't do.
Yeah.
It's like that phrase, like, don't do anything I wouldn't do is absolutely true here.
Yeah, but then people tell me I'm good at video games, I just don't believe them. I'm slowly punching in all these times.
Well, you're better than me at Wolverine.
Wolverine, Adamantine Rage. Essentia makes people play such wonderfully legally classified as video games. That's
I love
the best I can say about that game.
Is a fellow bad ideas connoisseur.
Yeah. His Kusa Grand tournament, actually probably starting up right now, is a stream for that.
Oh, there you go. She did it. She skipped the entire level this time. Princess.
Yeah, I think she likes Princess more than Luigi.
Hey, works just as well, it seems, for the skip.
And just off stream, I'm watching Spritz T actually game overed on Wart and is heading back using the warp strategy. So it's back to 6-1 after about 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh, dang.
Now, I didn't know this game had warps as a kid. If I did, I probably would have beaten it.
Same.
Yeah, it's you're so limited on continues, and it's so hard to get through the entire game without running out of lives in continues.
Meanwhile, SMB1 had the what was it, like, hold, select, and press start, and you just continue.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it has it because it's the only reason I finished the game in season 1 or season 2.
Yeah, none of that in this game, as far as I know. Maybe there's...
I looked all over the place. I'm like, I guess I'm just going to tell people to take warps.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, for those of you in chat who are following along, Railcoon also just said exactly what's happening. We are finishing up this race as best as we can. Then we have a reveal of the game for the next race, and then we'll have someone on to show the speed run of that. And then tomorrow is the community spotlight, where you'll get a more in-depth resource from that same runner. So what we'll have here is just kind of a showcase of the next game. And then tomorrow, if you really want a good chunk of resources for that game, for that speedrun, if you're interested in learning it, check out the community spotlight tomorrow. And if you do miss the community spotlight, check the VOD when it's over. That's going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we were playing specifically the NES version of this game. I know in Season 2, some folks were allowed to play on the SNES version of SMB1, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Alpha?
Yeah. Yeah, they were. Unfortunately, for this game in particular, there are... Like the SMB1 one was... It's basically the same game. This one, it's a little bit different in ways that make them not... So I had decided against letting them play the All-Stars version because there were differences that apparently are more than just superficial, which is the case for case for the original, as Jakazam grabs that mushroom. Very useful mushroom.
Nice. Yeah, just the not having to worry about running out continues and starting off with more lives. It really is a big. I mean, it doesn't change the gameplay, but it kind of does. Like, it changes your approach, the way you can approach things. Comparing the All-Stars version to NES for
Yeah.
SMB2.
No one's going to the slot machines in All Stars.
Yeah.
Like
Whereas,
the,
like in this game, in this version, it is a completely viable strat to go to the slots if you are a newer runner
yeah,
and are not confident.
and you can really early get like 12 lives between like 1-1 and 1-2, and then immediately just throw them out the window when you hit 6-1. But like, I would absolutely recommend doing that. You know, the slot machines are pretty fun. You don't see them anymore because of anti-gambling. You know, I miss my Voltorb turn thing in Pokemon. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, we also just had a couple of minutes ago, we had our 12th place finisher, who is also off stream as well, Piper, finishing with a time of 47:18. And I think we still have. Let me see if we have.
Yeah, there's still Spritz
going.
T, and there's 3 people. Spritz T, Huckleberry finished, and who's the last one? Oh yeah, Jakazam, right in front of me. I'm paying attention. I'm looking through everything.
So I think if Jakazam game overs again, or if in about 10 minutes or so, we are going to cut away to our next game reveal.
Yeah, I'll have some words before you know, as that goes, as that happens. It'll be a fun one, because you know, some people were saying, you know, is this the hardest game? These games are too hard.
Yeah.
So I kind of addressed that, you know. I'll give you a video game with a built-in save state feature, maybe. Like, that'd be nice.
Yeah, wouldn't that be just the life?
You know. That'd be great.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And like I can't really speak on the games list because it's all a big secret, but I can concur that SMB2 is not the hardest game in the series, but what is the hardest game is entirely relative to your skill level.
Yeah, I would say that, you know, for most people who speedrun a lot or play a lot of platformers, SMB2 definitely isn't the hardest, because, you know, there's probably a game in here that's not a platformer. Probably.
Maybe. Almost sure.
almost assuredly. And again, I had some people say this as they were going through, was that like they didn't submit their times because they thought other people were just going to be better. Just don't assume, just don't care about what other people are doing. Just play the game to have fun. If you're not having fun, I don't know what the point is. It's a game. You know, you're supposed to have fun playing games.
Oh yeah, like absolutely, and that's kind of the whole thing. Even with speedrunning, if you are joining this competition for the first time as a new speedrunner, and like just don't worry about like what anyone, like any like other people in the community say, like when you are just learning, or even after you are an established runner. Like you want to do the things you enjoy in the way that you enjoy them. So if you want to use like Princess Peach in the wart fight, use Princess Peach in the wart fight. There is a category around this game that is princess only, if I'm not mistaken, and that is like the designated like new player category for the NES version, if I'm right.
Yeah, that is a really fun run. That's my favorite single character run to play, Princess Only. And it's got, I think, almost twice as many runners as this category, all levels. Just because all levels of Warpless Run is so difficult to get into, but the Princess Run is, with warps, that is a lot easier to get into, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's still a lot of fun to play. I really enjoy that category.
So I definitely want to just like put that out there. Like, if you're getting into this, just do what you enjoy. Like, if you see a game you really, really don't like, you can skip it because your lowest score is dropped. But I recommend giving it a shot anyways. You might find out that like what game you didn't like casually, you might enjoy more as a speedrun. There are plenty of games that make a much better speedrun than a casual playthrough.
Yeah, and I mean, like, my involvement with Season 2 is I don't really find a grind fun, but I could probably grind out a game for, 2-3 weeks. That's all I'm asking for, is a 2 or 3 week, maybe grind. I played every game in Season 2 for, I'm gonna say, minimum somewhere between 0 to like 8 hours, because that's what I had time for, and I did pretty well, and I had a lot of fun. Ninja 5-0 and Princess Remedy were phenomenal games. I like the way Jackazam got through that.
Yeah.
But Princess's jump height. Okay, she's okay. She didn't take any damage.
Everything's okay. Everything is under control.
Yeah, that's one of Princess's downsides, is low jump height.
Yeah, you can only mitigate that with the high jumps by crouching for about 1.5 seconds, but then it becomes a matter of like, oh god, the enemy is coming at me, and I haven't charged. But that float is invaluable.
Just the big princess strats, getting her all the way to the end of World 5. Looking for mushrooms, finds the watch, a power-up we don't really see. It just stops everything.
Nice.
Plays a sound effect
I forgot
people
that
don't always hear.
existed.
I know there's one in 1.3 because I always got that one. I don't know where any of the rest of them are. It might also be RNG. I just feel like I always got it in 1.3.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an item I've seen use. Oh, there's another one. Used really cleverly in some Mario 2 hacks. Really cool. Like freeze the enemies in midair and then jump off them.
Oh yeah.
Kaiser
You could do a crazy fish bridge thing with that, couldn't you? Or even just the bees.
Boss fights as the
I
princess
like it.
stress me out. Like every Birdo fight as princess is going to stress me out.
It's so much effort. All right. As hopefully
Fritz T
Jackazam
finishing
knows
as
how to fight
well.
claw grip.
Fritz T finishing with a 56.02 as well.
Oh,
This is
Jackazam
not
cutting her
going that
jump
badly.
short. Getting underneath that rock. I was a little worried about that one, and oh,
Woo!
it was slick.
Woo!
Damage low so far. All right. Okay, yeah. Very nice.
Very
No problem.
nice.
So yeah, sticking with Princess for World 6, and this is 6-1. I mean, Princess is just amazing. His first level. Now, if you're holding anything with either Princess or Luigi, you don't jump as high, I think, or you move slower. I can't recall. It's either, or it might be both. But all right, yeah, good throws too.
Oh no, Pokey!
You just go through the cacti. It's no fair. I don't know.
The mushroom is at the end. You'll like once you get to the end of the stage, you'll know exactly where the mushroom is.
Oh.
Yeah. It's one of those things like, where's the mushroom? I can't find it, and then I walk to the end of the stage and I'm like, oh, I see.
Like, oh no.
Oh, and gets bulleted.
Still, I believe she has. Okay, so she has one additional life here, and I believe she has a whole nother credit continue go as well.
I believe that's true.
Now, interesting enough, they all have the same digging speed. Fortunately, there's no other character that's faster at digging. Otherwise, that would have been very unbalanced.
Oh, I thought for sure Toad was the fastest digger.
I think
Yeah, they're all the same digging speed. Luigi is a bit slower because it takes longer for him to fall to the next sand tile, but other than that, it's all the same.
Oh, Jackazam with the wall clip, dodging the shot from the Cobra. The 5602.
Oh, nice, that mushroom block clipped into the... That can happen too. There's just so many goofy things that can happen in this game. Like, now that the mushroom block is a part of the wall. Or, yeah, the ground. So it's just gonna chill there. Nice. Why not? Oh, the triple?
I don't know if you get that third one.
Ah. Alright, Princess 6-2. I mean, Princess and Luigi are both really good here. Honestly, that's why I really like the Princess only run, is because she's such a well-balanced... She ends up being such a well-balanced character. She can do most of the shortcuts that Luigi can do, but she's also, yeah, good at, pretty good at doing everything in the game, pretty much. It's just that slow pickup speed makes some of the boss fights kind of awkward, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd like to see everyone in chat just giving Jackazam their energy right now, just because he's pretty close to the end of the game.
Yeah, there are only 3 more levels to go after 6-2.
They said they're still live. They're
Yeah.
They just had a small hiccup with their setup.
She was checking that her Discord was still actually working.
Thank you very much, chat, by the way, for cheering Jackazam on. I'm excited to see her finish, honestly.
Yeah, I'm invested.
I'm pretty invested too, and also, like, it gives you a look at, like, what your experience might be if you are, like, very new to the game or don't have a whole lot of time to practice, but, still want to compete as well.
I'm definitely impressed with her ability to dodge getting hit here, dodging the bird examples. Okay, nice.
Okay.
Oh, nice. There we go. The long shot.
She's doing it.
Because honestly, like,
she's going.
I love this game and I played it to death, but the controls are bad. Like, I have to say, the controls are pretty, like, compared to other Mario games, the controls are very slippery in this game. So then, especially if you don't have much experience, you're pretty new to the game, it's really hard to just, I don't know, to control your character. So you just kind of slide around. But yeah, that was very good. Definitely, it just feels a lot more slippery than other Mario games to me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're playing with Luigi and kid me being the kid I was just like, yeah, high jumps are the best in platformers. I always picked Luigi, not realizing what I had signed myself up for.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think comparing the single character speedruns, Luigi was the most difficult one or most difficult character to play efficiently, just because of his. Yeah, it's so hard to maneuver.
Princess not playing games here.
Oh, there's the egg block.
Birdo also not playing games here, apparently. We go. So even just being patient, like, Jackazam is clearly aware of like how many lives she has right now on this credit, and wants to at least make it to the start of World 7 before potentially game overing for the final credit. So just being patient often ends up being more consistent and can actually be faster than if you're trying to rush something that you don't really know how to fight or, you know, do exactly. And there's, especially in blind racing, for example, that there's nothing better than just trying to like take it slow and understand what is actually happening on screen.
Jackazam is one of the smart blind racers who doesn't just see fast option and do fast option. She actually thinks while playing. It's a skill that not many of us have, myself included. I find the go fast button, and I don't know how to unpush that. Because it's really fun to go fast, but sometimes you end up losing races because of it.
Yeah.
And it's very solid. And this, you can super jump onto that bird. Or you have to.
Yeah, there we go.
The characters all have the same super jump height, except for Luigi, he jumps a bit higher. So they can all make that jump there. Yeah, definitely, because again, if she would have played it riskier and had game over to try Clyde, I mean, that would have been all the way back to 6-1. It's a big setback for 6. So, yeah, that's good. Now, Princess, she can also there's a neat little shortcut here. Now, this sniff it.
Whew!
Okay.
Talking about dodging a bullet.
Oh, that enemy despawned. There's supposed to be an enemy up on that pillar. The ones right above her now. But sometimes if there are too many enemies on the screen already, it'll just despawn. But if the enemy is there, you can make a shortcut. You can jump over the tall pillar all the way to the right. But it's gonna have to run around like this. This section right here is, I don't know what they're thinking when they made this, but this is pretty annoying. Like you have this shy guy that's in front of you that you cannot dodge. You have to jump, but then if you jump, you go back up to the previous level.
I like she's using that shy guy to her advantage now.
All right. Oh.
No, okay. I thought for a second the bullet was going to go through the pillar.
Look, okay, you've made it this far.
I panicked.
Okay, you can't get hit by the sparks, I believe, if you're on the ladders.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so Jackazam does not know that, but oh, sick, hover dodging.
Oh.
Ooh. So if you're playing Luigi, you can just super jump off these mushroom blocks as they are, but any other character you have to grab, you have to,
start building a ladder.
Yeah, build it. Drop at least one. One is enough, but 2 will do. 2 works too. This final ascent is pretty scary, especially when you're small. This sniff it off to the right could.
That was that was extremely risky.
Oh my goodness.
That was a really good approach. All right, that was I approve. And it's just this bird in the way now, and then it's time for the final level.
I think she's gonna wait for the birdo to pull out to the wall more, so she has more room to move around.
Now he's standing honest,
on her egg block or mushroom block.
This like watching Jackazam compared to the oh no.
Down to the final life now, I believe.
Okay, yeah, 0 is a life. Okay.
Yeah, she should be fine now. You have 2 health. Birdos aren't horribly scary.
are 7 worlds in this game, right? I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
there are 7. It's weird because so many Mario games have 8.
Yeah, like Mario games have 8, Yoshi games tend to have 6.
Yeah, there are 20. There are only 2 levels in World 7 because supposedly in Doku Doku Panic the lore is that they get sucked into a book, and then the characters, they jump in after the book. So some kids get kidnapped or put into a book, but then the final boss, Wart, he rips out the final page of the book or something like that. So that's why there are only 2 levels in World 7.
That'd be why the stage select is book appearing.
Yeah, that too. But well, anyway, yeah, 7-2 now. Princess, sticking with the princess. Honestly, I think it's the wisest, easiest character to play this level in. Just her float is just so
hope
good.
She knows the chain jump, because otherwise the rest of this level sucks. It's not horrible, but there's just a lot going on.
Yeah, I've never played this level legit.
I hadn't either. I actually, when practicing, I was using the Switch Online version, so I made a save state right here. And I'm like, I'll go beat the level, and then I'll go see what the rest of it is. And it's like the mushrooms are hidden at like extremes of the stage.
Yeah, this is gonna be with no extra lives. I mean,
there is a mushroom if she goes up and to the left. Out the door, falls all the way down into a pit. There's a mushroom down there. So this door will take her to a mushroom. As long as she makes it to the bottom.
I think she's aware of it too.
Waiting for, I don't remember what these enemies are called. Yep, the mushroom is right down here.
It's a little bird. Tweet.
She's got to go right. Okay, if she goes left, there's a bomb. This game is mean. I don't know what that's going to do, but you can just fix that by re-entering the room, at the very least. No,
wait,
go back!
What? No!
Go back! Oh, no.
Oh, that's back to 7-1.
There's death. But I think she's still going. She has 2 continues left. She's actually done very well.
That's actually absurd. Yeah. So I think. Double check
I don't know
here.
if we're holding anything up by continuing to watch it. We really got to move on to revealing the next game. Much as I'm enjoying all the hopes and prayers for Jackazam.
Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving the Mario 2 love. Tell you what.
Yeah, like like I'm genuinely invested in this, and like honestly, this is I liked watching the other racers, but just watching someone like, essentially blind race this, or very nearly blind race this, is like really, really incredible. And I'm like more stressed out watching this than watching other runners trying to get skips and tricks.
Yeah, it's like just as exciting. Oh, she can reach a ladder, but she has to do a running jump, I think. Okay, you don't jump as high when if you jump from a standstill, but super jump will do it though. So.
Yeah, I am getting a double check. Just real quick, we are fine time-wise, so we can let her finish this out because she is in the final world, and she has fresh lives right now and everything.
Yeah, she I don't know if that was intentional or not, but she dodged that spark with the pickup animation. Just waiting for him to come around again. Nails him.
Yeah, this is pretty funny. So if you throw the mushroom block here, you can kind of get stuck into the ladder and remove some of the ladder. I don't know, she didn't do it there, but just a funny, just one of many funny things, goofy things that you can do in this game. Okay, back to Birdo. This bird is pretty rough. It's kind of difficult. Okay, she figured out that she wants to throw the mushroom block to the left because it's so difficult to grab it if you throw it from here to the right because Birdo is standing on top of it. So yeah, it's doing the same approach for the second hit.
Yeah, there we go. All right, this is 7-2 that we're going back into, right?
Yes, it is. Now, fresh lives. Didn't die in 7-1.
And World 7 is unique. It only has the 2 levels, right?
Yeah, exactly. But 7-2, it's a monster level. If you're not doing the shortcut that skips, I don't even know how much of the level it skips, but I know it just skips at least 3/4 of it. It's a really tough level, I believe. I haven't even played through the level legit myself. I would call it legit. Yeah, I've just done this speedrun skip every time.
Like, I'm really proud of her, like, getting to this point in the game, honestly.
Yeah, this
Better than most people who try to get through this casually. She's doing great. Nice, didn't get hit by that spark.
Alright, I wonder if she's gonna head into that same door as last time. Because I figured there was nothing over there. Oh, or unless.
I think she might be trying to go for it. So if she gets this mushroom, she does have to climb back up, is that right? All the way back to the top?
Yes.
Okay.
But it'd be very nice because with the mushroom, so it increases your health from 2 to 3. But then if you die, you still, when you respawn, you'll have respawn with 3 health. So it's very beneficial. And the coin too. Why not? You're not gonna be able to play a bonus game after 7-2, but might as well grab it. It's right there.
Just gonna very patiently head up here. Definitely the right play to just kind of take her time right here, taking out that enemy, because that enemy with the fireballs, like, most people who are just trying to like go fast will not pay any mind to that enemy, but that enemy can really mess you up getting up there.
We have ladders. Ladders are pretty bad in this game. They have very small hitboxes, so they're hard to grab and they're very easy to just fall off. But all right, got it.
Yeah, and just a reminder for people, people are competing for points, and even finishing the game gets you points.
Yeah, if you don't finish the game, you don't get any points.
Exactly. Oh no.
This part's hard.
Ah, dang, that spark.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh, this is a very difficult screen. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen this before.
Princess, why do you have such a bad jump height?
Oh, that was rough. That was not easy.
That was
Yeah,
really
there are
bad
three
cycles there.
ways you can take to get to the boss. Honestly, I can't tell you because like the longest one, you have to fall down, then you go up. There's a mushroom in like the middle of that as well. This one's not too bad. You just go to the top and then down only just a little bit.
Wait, 3 ways to get to the boss. That's really cool. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, it's if you look at the map, it's kind of ridiculous. Like you go down instead of going up this chain or that. She's actually not that far. She's going over the room that enters the boss room.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
That's what's up here.
Oh, surprise spark.
Wait, okay, you can duck under it. All right.
Yeah. So now she's dropping into the room right before here, and you have to actually fight this birdo.
Okay, this is okay. That's not too bad, actually. I mean, not that far, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's right. All right.
How
She's
many
gonna
extra
have
lives
that,
does she have?
She has 1 extra life, additional life right now.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Ooh.
If she gets through this room, just throw the key.
Oh.
I was gonna say, yeah. So now she's got to go refight the birdo.
Yeah, final life, final
What?
credit.
Okay, going over to the wall. But I think the 2 pips, and if you just take the key and throw it, you can just pick it back up and kill the next spark, and you'll never see the Phanto.
The Phantoms always scared me as a kid. Like they terrified me. Oh, they terrify me like these boss fights as Princess.
Okay,
Okay,
she
killed
got
that
the, oh, she
spark.
got both in one
She got
throw.
both of them. Okay, checking
Yeah.
to make sure there wasn't a surprise spark there.
Yeah, well, I think
I
also
don't
throwing the
blame her.
key just to get the Phanto off her back.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Got bird door over here.
So this boss has such a big hitbox vertically. It's enormous, but I really hope. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
she
She'll
still
have
has
2 HP.
1 form, and now she's moving on to Wart. This is exciting.
This is,
Huh.
yeah, like no extra lives. I think 2 health. Okay.
I'm not sure if the duck
Oh.
there was necessary, but it probably was.
Probably a panic duck also. Like, I would panic duck. Are you kidding?
I guess an advantage of Princess is you just kind of float in his face. And there's 1.
Yeah.
How many hits
1
is
out
it
of
again?
6. 6 hits on Wart.
Ugh. I'm making speedrunner noises. I'm not even the one running.
That's 2. That's 2 out of 6.
This is exciting.
And in the Doki Doki Panic, you only have to hit Wart 4 times. Actually, they made it a bit harder here in Mario 2.
Oh no.
Oh, it takes a hit.
So that's 3 out of 6 hits.
You can do
It's
this,
a bad
Jackazam.
vegetable spawn.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. That's 4 out of 6. We're really close, chat. Everyone, give your energy
Okay,
to
one more hit.
Jackazam right now. One more hit.
This is so exciting. Oh man. Okay, she dodges. Oh no!
No! No!
Oh,
I can
no.
understand the throw.
Yes!
She did it!
Right.
She just gotta enter the door.
You can still run into Wart and take damage after you
Yeah, that's why I didn't
dealt
say
the
it was
6th hit,
over.
but all right, it's over. She
Oh
did
my
it.
goodness.
GG!
With a 122.48. That's see, you don't have to be crazy good. You just gotta do it for yourself. That was amazing.
That was incredible. Oh my goodness. I'm so proud of her right now.
She's getting
Look at that
13 points for
contributor.
finishing that game.
Absolutely.
No love to the Mario Brothers, just Toad and Princess all the way through.
She didn't play either one of them. That's amazing.
Heck the Brothers, the Toad and Princess game all day.
That's phenomenal. Okay.
Oh, I am so proud of her right now. That was so good. I'm so glad that we watched that all the way through.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm like grinning up a storm. GG's to Jackazam. GG to all our featured racers. We are actually going to go to a break. We do have a game to reveal for you. So we'll be, I believe are we playing the video first and then going to the break?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should come back and play it so that people aren't like, what?
I agree. So actually, we're going to cut to a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to play our reveal video for the next game for Speed Seasons 3. That will be raced in 2 weeks from now. And then we're going to have another special guest for that game, a certified expert, if you may, come on and demonstrate what a run of that game looks like prior to appearing tomorrow on the Community Spotlight. So as a reminder for everyone, information on all of our Hotfix shows is available at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. From there, you can find out more information about submitting your runs to any of our weekly shows, whether it's Community Spotlight, my show Never Before Seen, Mercy Kill, you name it. Like there are runs for that, or there are shows for what you want to run. Also, if you are looking for more information on Speed Seasons 3, type in !SS3 in the chat. That will give you the Speed Seasons website, and that gives you all the information for any games that we have revealed up to this point, what show dates and race dates are, and how playoffs work and all that good stuff. So definitely take a look at that. And if you want to get involved, we would love to have you on board. It's completely open for anyone to compete. But that said, we're going to cut to a break, and we'll be right back after this with our game reveal. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Speed Seasons 3. My name is Amber Cyprin. I am the host for this series on Hotfix, and I'm joined by Alpha 5, who's put this entire competition together and is the main organizer for it. And I think he wanted to say a few words after that awesome SMB2 race and before we reveal the second game.
Yeah, just about that. That was a phenomenal race. Congratulations to the crazy closeness between Kurt's new brand and LK on the stream, Just Defend taking it off camera, and then Jackazam's absolute triumph after an hour and 22 minutes at the end. And it was just really, really enjoyable. And I've taken, a lot of the people have said this game is too hard. There are too many continues. It's not enough continues. So I thought, okay, for the second game, I'll change that. I'll give them a game without inbuilt save state, with inbuilt save states, that way they don't have to worry about continues. Jumping seems hard, so I'll take that away too. And throwing things at enemies seems also hard, so I'll just give them a gun. Roll the video. Okay.
So how about that?
So yes, our next game is in fact going to be Doom, Ultraviolence episodes 1 through 3. It's a very fun game, and to show us a little bit what a run of that will look like, we're going to be joined by King Dime. Dime, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. Just happy to be here doing another run. Like, I think the last time I was on GDQ in any capacity was back at COVID Relief Done Quick. So happy to be back.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
So, how about that video? I do have one question. I think before, just because of that video said it was on Doom is on everything, and we all know Doom is on everything. But what version exactly are runners expected to play?
We're going to be sticking to the PC port, because streaming from a TI-89 calculator, I don't know if the technology is there, and also not everybody has the option to run it on a $200,000 Porsche. So we're just going to keep it level, play it on a computer. If you're telling me your computer can't run Doom, I do not believe you. That is impossible. It runs on everything. But yeah, so Dime, when did you get into running Doom? Just as a quick first question here.
I got back into it. Like, I used to play a lot of StarCraft 2 from about 2010 to 2012. And I had a buddy of mine who kind of recommended it because Doom has like a lot of mods and everything. So then I went and I bought it, tried it again. And then that kind of meshed with seeing games done quick kind of rise up, and decided, hey, I'm gonna start speedrunning this and maybe see if I can get into GDQ.
Yeah, and you've done pretty successfully with this game. I know Doom 1 is very I want to say it's compared to like Doom 2, you don't get the super shotgun. It's very a different kind of run. What should we really be like looking for as you go through showcasing what a completed run of this might look like?
I'd say a lot of it is kind of looking at movement. Like, Doom 1 is perfect for getting yourself set up for like the other games in the series. So if you wanted to go on and speedrun Doom 2, Plutonian, TNT, but like Doom 1 is still like very intense in its own respect. But like just as far as the actual tricks, I'd say a little bit easier on average than Doom 2, but it's crazy fast. And it's going to be really intense. But yeah, just really watch for the strafe running, because as far as having a strafe run mechanic, if you're ever not doing it, you're losing time.
Yeah, and I just want to quickly touch on what category we're running. This is Ultra Violence episodes 1 through 3. Do you want to just talk about the rules for that?
Yeah, essentially you start a timer right when you go in a new game. You go into Ultra Violence, you'd start it up, and then you'd get to the end of episode 1. So each episode is 8 maps plus 1 secret. So technically 9, but it's just going to be 1 through 8. You get to the end of that, you're going to go back into the menu, new game, go into episode 2, which is the Shores of Hell, and then you'll continue on with that through Inferno. But you do not have to do episode 4, Thy Flesh Consumed. And that was chosen for this because episode 4 has like a very nasty cyber demon on E4M6. It's much harder than the other 3 episodes. So I think just as far as anyone who's learning, trying to get into the Doom speedrun, is it just kind of feels bad if you go and you watch a race and like everybody is just kind of dying at E4M6. And it's, I don't think it like showcases practice as well and how players are improving.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the main thing about speed seasons is we want it to be accessible first and foremost, because it's open to everyone to join. So I know Alpha wants everyone who is even remotely interested in speedrunning any of the games that we will be revealing over the next 14 weeks to really just be like able to do that, like just be able to participate in the first place. But we've got Dime here, King Dime here, to demonstrate for you all what a run of this looks like. And then he'll be on again tomorrow night on Railcoon's show, the Community Spotlight, to go more in depth and give almost a dissertation on Doom for anyone who wants to like have that resource available to them.
Yeah, for sure. So we're ready to get going?
I believe so. Alpha, do you have anything else you want to add before we move into showcasing the run?
No, I would say that we can start showcasing the run. I'm very excited to watch this. Doom is a very, very fun game. All classic Doom is just really fun to play. And yeah, this is a good gateway into the rest of Doom. And all of its, as Dime was saying, there are some absurd mods for Doom. There's one where you can play as Batman. There's one where you're squares. Chex Quest is a Doom mod.
It most certainly is.
That game is great. Go play Chex Quest. It comes in your local cereal from a time machine ago. But yeah, I think we're good to go.
Yeah. Feel free to go ahead and count us down, Dime.
Yeah, for sure. My first pro tip that I have to give all of you in chat, if you're hoping to participate in the race in 2 weeks, is choose Ultraviolence. Don't choose Nightmare. That's going to be a huge mistake. If you choose Nightmare, got a little warning here. Are you sure this skill level isn't even remotely fair? Don't choose that one. All right, so let's get on with an Ultraviolence run. We'll start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so pretty much starting up here in episode 1, like the big thing that I was just talking about was strafe running. And essentially you can go much faster than just simply moving forward by strafing, but there's 2 different types of strafe running. So there's strafe run 40 and there's strafe run 50. And all that means is like, what is SR40? What is SR50? Like, why is it called SR40? And that just means that if you think of vectors, you can have like a maximum 50 vector forward and a 40 vector strafing. So that's like in reference to the numbers. So in strafe 50, you have a bigger strafing vector, and that's going to result in like more speed. So in SR40, I'm just using 2 inputs. That's going to be like W plus A or W plus D. And that allows me to go 28% faster, whereas SR50 also includes a turn button, and it includes a strafe on button. So it's 4 inputs, allows you to go 41% faster. And as you're seeing here, one of the issues with Doom is it's really, really fast, so it's kind of hard to, you know, commentate everything that's going on, just as far as like, oh, okay, we're talking about strafing and we're already at level 3. So here in the Toxin Refinery, are we gonna take a death? Oh, this is crazy, but there's like 25 HP. Okay, we just got it. But like Toxin Refinery, E1 M3 is the first like large difficulty increase, just as far as episode 1, and that's because we got tons and tons of shotgunners everywhere, and they're very frustrating because they can do anywhere between 9 and 45 damage. And yeah, that is like a random factor in the game. It's implemented in like every single demon. So you have imps that can deal anywhere between 3 and 24 damage, shotgunners 9 to 45. The zombie gunners can do 5 to 15. All right, that was the first major trick here on E1M4, which is just like jumping over a gap. And yes, in that case, I'm using SR50, just so it's more consistent because you get more speed. And then if you noticed, like, I was having troubles with that door, that's kind of like a mapping, I guess I would call it like a mapping error that took place, is they ended up taking the door and an elevator that's earlier in the map as the exact same tag. And the thing is, you can't have like both of these actions that are going on at the exact same time. So, since that elevator was going down or going up, I couldn't open the door at the same time. Ah, this room is awful. Kind of got knocked back down. But we take this little secret entrance, because there's a whole bunch of health. And then using the rocket launcher, we can take out everything that's in the way. kind of allowing us to go up this corridor, and we're setting up like the rocket routing, so we have enough rockets on the last level of the map, and that's going to be to take out the boss monsters. So there's some careful routing that's going on with the weapons. Really scary section here because the rocket does a ton of damage, and I have a bad tendency just to blow myself up with it. Very frustrating. Okay, cool thing. There's line def properties, so you can think of these as... Oh, I didn't mean to take you out. Accident. There we go. So there's line defs, which is like invisible lines, and there's like properties that can be assigned to them, and say the line def right here is assigned with shutting down that wall, and that wall shuts for 35 seconds. So by getting a shotgunner in the way so that the wall hits them and goes back up, we're saving 35 seconds. We're gonna get another line def right here, which will open a monster closet. So we're gonna go down, and if you look, like, I'm purposely not shooting, if I can, and that's to ensure that these monsters are still sleeping. Then we have a very nice setup so that we can get through. And essentially, yeah, like, we're not going through the majority of this map. We're taking, like, a secret roundabout. Because Doom's a pretty non-linear game, loads of exploration that you can do. All right, grab the rocket launcher, and we want the pinky to go left. It did go left. Fantastic for us, because we're baiting all of the monsters forward in this room, because we want to hit the switch and then get back immediately. And then if we get back immediately, we have enough room to use the rockets without just, like, destroying ourselves by accident. Okay, take out the trusty chain gun. And then the chain gun's great. We can just rip our way through this corridor. And we're firing a bunch of rockets just to clear out some future monsters. Like, actually down there is the red key. And the red key room we're going to enter later, and then hopefully all 3 imps went down is the intention of that one. But yeah, you're seeing here, it's like, oh god, 52 health, so like, I'm always paying attention to backup strategies and backup health that's all around. So here we've got a mega armor. Pick this up, and then this is like into the red key room. We're kind of unlucky, only took out 1 imp. Yeah, it gets very claustrophobic on Ultraviolence. I have seen some categories in other places where there are runners who play on I'm Too Young to Die, but if you're going on kind of classic compete and standard, as everybody plays on Ultraviolence or Nightmare, and it can be, like, intimidating to look at, but, you know, once you start practicing, getting yourself set up, there's lots of strategies that you can use to get through it. It's not impossible by any means. Okay, so we've set ourselves with rockets, and I have exactly 10. That was the whole intention of the routing. So we're going to use 3 rockets on the left Baron, 4 rockets on the right. We're going to get in here right in the middle. Ooh, a little bad luck. One of the Barons didn't go down. He's hiding back in his house. Gonna get him to come back outside. And this extra damage is a good thing for us, because that is a special sector that's tagged, I think it's like the 666 sector, actually. Oops. All right, that was hurt me plenty by accident. Go back to UV. But on top of that sector, if you're below 20% health, then you automatically finish the map, is the intention of it. So you want to be below 20%. Okay, that's episode 1. Going into episode 2, The Shores of Hell, we start back with nothing. We don't have our rocket launcher. We just have a shotty. And that's a little bit too bad when you're dealing with like pinkies and the new Cacodemon. Because the demons and the Cacodemon are pretty tanky, just as far as how many shotgun blasts they take. Okay. E2M2. There's an important Berserk pack. Because, like, casually, when you get players who are going into E2M2, like, usually you don't have very much ammo, but the Berserk pack lasts forever, and it increases your fist damage by 10 times. So from 2 to 20 to 20 to 200. And there's a little skip where we're using SR50. Okay, we're gonna zoom through here. Come on, Lost Souls, let me through. Gonna grab the blue key and, like, I'm intentionally pointing myself so that that pinky does not wake up. I want it to be close to the door and to fire a few shots to get it out of the way. I'm gonna strafe through these hallways. And if you've watched Doom runs, or as far as like individual levels, like there is a faster method on map 2 to go through the level where you go, like you go through the nukage and you can finish the level faster than picking up the plasma, but we're picking up the plasma because we want this for the Cyber Demon on the last map, because destroying the Cyber Demon is faster with the plasma. And also the plasma just gives us a whole bunch of utility that we can use throughout 1 to 7. Just as far as like clearing out those enemies on map 3 in the dark hallways, like we had a couple Lost Souls and an Imp. Going over here to pick up some more plasma ammo, and we just have to fire a couple times against that Cacodemon to get it out of the way. Now, cool thing here, if you have very, very low health, you can go back and get a Soul Sphere. But I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow when I have more time. It would be nice to have more time. Just to explain this great, great game to you.
Oh, you'll have all the time in the world tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad. This is how it's always kind of felt in like marathon runs too. That's why I almost always like make sure I have commentators set up, because it's just like playing the game and thinking at the same time. It's impossible. Yeah.
Speaking and talking, sorry, oh my god, speaking and talking, yep, speaking and playing at the same time can be really hard.
Exactly, I can't think.
I'm not the first person to say speaking and talking at the same time is hard, I promise.
All right, really cool trick on E2M6 is going to be the Void Glide, but a new method that maybe a lot of you haven't seen before. I just have to ensure that my vertical mouse movement is on, get into the correct position. Yeah. I was practicing this one just before, so of course, every time you get right there and it's like, in front of an audience, too difficult.
Yeah, if anyone is just like, what is happening on screen right now, because Dime is going through this run really, really quickly. He is going to have a lot of time tomorrow on the Community Spotlight to be able to just go over the whole run very much more in depth than what you're seeing here. And it will definitely be like a great service to anyone who wants to run this for speed seasons in the race. So definitely tune into that tomorrow.
There we go, I actually got it. It's like my Discord hotkey is a really bad one as far as doing the Void Glide and trying to speak at the same time. But essentially we're setting ourselves up where we can use like a momentum preservation trick. So that's what was going on in step 1, getting the rocket launcher to start wobbling. And then we use the rocket boost itself to have the speed to get out of bounds, which is really cool. We're gonna fire 2 rockets here. So that's like bad news that the pinky didn't go down immediately. So we're gonna like step back. And can we get that? No, we can't quite get that one first try. Second try? Okay, not bad. So the unfortunate part, if you do miss the rocket jump, that pit is inescapable. And then taking a look, I'd say it's about 5 rockets for 30 plasma, so that's why I picked up 3 packs. And we're gonna have enough ammunition to take out the dreaded Cyber Demon. I hope so. We might have to use some single barrel shotty to finish it off. I missed the little plasma. Come on, Cyber. There we go. We've taken out the Cyber Demon. We're in episode 3. It's going to be the final episode for this race. And we're going in this left direction again. There is a trick where you can go quickly, or faster than going around and getting the shotty and the plus 20 shells. But the big reason I want the plus 20 is because it's really, really hard to get through this corridor if you only have 8 shots. As you can see there, like I used 9 shots. There we go, we've used 11 shots, so I wouldn't really have enough. So it's like kind of recommended in the race that you go this way. Hey, seen a lot of pro tips in chat. To defeat the Cyber Demon, shoot it until it dies.
Pretty good tip. If you don't do that, you don't kill him.
You can't win the game. I zoom in here in E3M2 to get the plasma again. Really great weapon for speedrunning. And a cool thing about this map is it's shaped like a hand. I don't know, Sandy Peterson just is always a creative level designer who works for id. Okay, Alpha mentioned earlier when he was hyping up for, you know, the next game in Speed Season's Doom, that there's no jumping involved. Because there's like a rudimentary Z-axis that's going on in Doom. Like the game came out in 1993. It's pretty old by now. But I'm destroying all the monsters down below with the plasma because there is infinite height. So if I get up there by the blue armor and I'm jumping down, they can just block you in. Oh. Kind of horrible luck there on that end. Okay, we had bad luck on the pinky movement there. We just, like, we want the pinky to go left or right, just so that we have time. There's an invulnerability if you press the left switch there, in that room. But I've skipped that to go faster. And then
yeah,
am still
I was wondering
here.
if I went down.
Yeah, so it looks like we're just having a quick a technical difficulty. So we are going to try to get that sorted. But just a reminder that for anything that you're not quite following on this run so far, because it is very, very fast, Community Spotlight is featuring this run and this runner tomorrow.
Yeah, and Dime has got quite a bit of information to dump on you. You will know everything that you need to know to play this game. But really, if you don't feel like you're comfortable with it, there's always the option of just shoot everything until they die, and that will still solve the game. You'll be technically doing a different category. This is UV Speed, where you just go through fast. There's UV Max, where you kill everything and get everything. But it's a way to play the game. It's still pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. And as a reminder, if you are looking for information on speed seasons, type SS3 exclamation mark SS3 into the chat. And that is going to give you the information for speed seasons, which I believe will be updated like with the results of the SMB2 race, and as if it's not already updated.
Yeah,
Is it?
That updated when we cut away from Jackazam.
Oh wow.
She gave me enough time to check a couple things and make sure all the data entry was there. So there's a benefit of her being so tenacious. But yeah, the website's also in red now because we're playing Doom.
Ooh,
I might have a couple
like
other
that.
colors before I go back to blue for the rest of it, but the system I'm using to make the website had colors, and I figured, you know what, let's use them. It's fun.
Yeah, and also later on today, we're actually going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing a Nier Automata Anniversary ending race to celebrate the game's anniversary with the community. And it's going to be utilizing a community mod that is going to let you see the other players floating around the world as name tags, so you can see on each player's feed the progress of everyone playing in the big community race, which is really cool.
That's a crazy thing.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to being the host for that as well. And as always, like, we appreciate you being here, watching, supporting the channel, and your subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime subs, all your bits, everything that that you contribute to the GDQ Twitch channel does help support our weekly hotfix content and our tech support team. There we go. Thank you for supporting our shows, and it looks like we might getting our runner back momentarily. Just a reminder, for Speed Seasons Race 2, the second game is Doom, the PC port, so the PC version of Doom, Ultraviolence, Speed. So you're not going to be doing Ultraviolence Max. We're not killing everything. We're killing as much as is necessary. And then it's episodes 1 through 3. So just definitely take a look at that. We're going to be restarting the run in just a moment. Well, not restarting, but picking up where we left off. Once we are sure that that things are stable and everything is good to go. So Alpha, without revealing any other games, how are you feeling about what we've got coming to all these runners who want to play in Speed Seasons here on out?
I'm excited, especially as the event goes on. There might be, you know, a little bit of spiciness as people are already invested and have already skipped games. But I'm mostly excited about how much effort people put in to the games while complaining about it, and just based on the reaction, everybody seems pretty excited to play Doom. So I'm looking forward to that.
But I think people might just be excited that it's not SMB2 as well, because I feel that. But you should definitely, when this VOD goes out on YouTube, you should definitely take a look at that SMB2 race and stick around for like the Jackazam portion of it, of that race, because that was something I was extremely invested in. Yeah. And I think a lot of people in chat were too.
And Jackazam put in, you know, maybe a couple hours. Like, the game wasn't for her. I know that, but just wants to play a video game, and that's all you really got to do to compete in Speed Seasons, is you just gotta want to play a video game. If you don't want to play a video game, then joining a speedrunning tournament might not be the most sensible thing to do. But
are we back in action?
But if you just want to play, I think we're good.
Yeah, sorry about that. My internet decided to just crash on me. We're going so fast, my internet crashed. So we'll get back to it. All of episode 3? Okay, I wasn't sure how much got missed.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and restart all of episode 3 just to, since it is the last episode in the run, and just like that way for anyone who, if there were any connection issues during it, we can just get the whole thing in full.
All right, so we'll go back to the start of Inferno. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that was a little distracting. I hadn't kind of seen that was going on. But essentially in Inferno, we're going to lose all our weapons again, which is kind of frustrating, but come on, Cacodemons, let me through. Gotta be so careful because the ranged attack can do 40 here each. There we go, we got past. Like, as far as just like pure luck moments in this run, I think that really rates as the top, like having those 2 Cacodemons outside, because you just do not have like the firepower to deal with them. But if you just stay and you take them both out, it's very slow. So we take that risk just to go faster. Okay, got tons of imps here. We're gonna wait until there's 2 so that we can run straight through. All right. It's a really short level if you know where to go. Like, there's so much to explore because it's like essentially it's shaped like a hand. You can see the pinky finger there. And you can go whichever way you want, but if you just go straight to the left, pick up the blue key, then we can skip past these lost souls and, you know, head on straight to the end. All right, so Doom, as Alpha was talking about before this run was going on, it has like a rudimentary Z-axis. And one of the things about it is that enemies have infinite height. So I'm taking out those imps and those pinkies down below so that we can not get blocked off too badly. But the pinky was right on our tail, didn't like us up there. Right, zooming through this room. All you need to do is take out that left imp and you can go straight. Used to use plasma and waste a bunch. But why do that when you can just use one shotty? Yeah, insanely bad luck on that pinky. We're gonna set up, take out these hit scanners with the barrel, and we're just pressing the right switch because that's the only one for progression. Like, technically you can press the left one and there's an invulnerability if you want some additional safety. Well, we've got all that we need, and we have to ensure that we press both of the line defs over on the right side, because there's 2 separate ones that open like each of those doors individually. And right there, I grabbed the yellow key through the wall. So if you gain enough speed, and then I kind of get myself on the right angle, you can take that one right through. Otherwise, you'd have to go back. You press a series of switches on the left side, and then you can go and pick up that yellow key. So this took me forever. I just have to kind of show this off, but there's 3 incorrect directions you can go, and the correct direction has flashing lights on the teleporter. And seriously, it took me like 7 years. It's like, I didn't even realize that. So if you're casually playing that map and you don't know where to go, just look for the flashing lights. And going through here to the end. If you stay on the teleporters, you have access to some of those doors so that you can really quickly get through. But if you go off the teleporters, so you teleport back onto, I guess I'd call it like the quad teleporters, you would teleport instead of being able to go through those doors. Okay, here in Mount Erebus, we're gonna get 2 rockets over on this side, and then we're gonna take out the plasma and finish the job. Now, my one worry here, if I have more than 60 plasma, I'm good, and at 150, we've got a bunch. We'll be just fine for the Spider Mastermind. Okay, if you go fast enough, you can get right by those pinkies, but there's going to be a ton when we're coming back around, so this is why we're saving up for a BFG shot. BFG is an interesting weapon. It's got 2 sources of damage. The main projectile, which does anywhere between 1 and 800. And as far as what I'm talking about, everything is like intervals, and this is going to include the monster damage, my damage, etc. So for the BFG, when I'm saying 100 to 800, it's really 100, 200, 300, 400, etc. up to 800. And then it's got 40 conical rays, and the direction is determined from when you initially shoot the projectile. So if you shoot the projectile north, when the projectile explodes, then all of the rays are then gonna like emanate from the character. Got a second BFG shot here, so we can take out the lost souls. And we're gonna have to do a final jump. But I have to be really careful with this jump, because if I go too far, you go in there, that's inescapable again, and you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Final level. Hardest map ever. We're gonna really take advantage of those rays and just finish this run right here. Yeah, I am sorry about that. I'm having some internet problems. But yeah, we're done. That's episode 1 through 3. It's a very quick-paced run, but if you want to get up to where you're just slamming through the episodes, it's going to take some practice, but we'll be able to help you out with that tomorrow with the longer tutorial.
Absolutely. Thank you for that that just like showcase run, honestly. That shows how quickly this run can go by. And honestly, just like definitely tune into the community spotlight tomorrow if you want to see Dime here pop off about Doom pretty much. From what I understand, it's gonna be a lot of information coming in on you for just learning this game and being able to perform it well enough for the race. So definite GGs to you for showcasing that, and looking forward to tomorrow as well.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Daisy, no, not Daisy. The end.
But yeah, Alpha, if you are there and you'd like to help close this out, because I do think this about does it for us until the next race, which is in 2 weeks from now, and that's going to be on March 28th at 1 p.m. The race itself at 1:20 p.m., but the show starts at 1 p.m. on March 21st.
Yeah, we're gonna get everything up. Yeah, that's a phenomenal race, phenomenal showcase from Dime. We'll see you back tomorrow to go through Dr. Dime's Doom dissertation. And yeah, that's gonna really do it for me. Congratulations to Just Defend for winning the Mario Bros race, an excellent 25 time. And thanks everyone for watching. And thanks everyone for actually joining these races and getting involved. When people actually play the video games I tell them to, it makes it a lot easier for me as an organizer to have an event when they're actually runners. So very important. Thanks to everybody who joined this race, and everybody who's, especially Cool Kid from earlier did a phenomenal job with his tutorial and commentary. And thanks again to Dime for showcasing that run. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Awesome. And just as a reminder, we're going to be back in about an hour and a half with a Nier Automata ending race that's celebrating the anniversary of the game. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern. And definitely stick around. I'm hosting that as well. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the community mod that they're going to be using in action. It's supposed to let you see other players floating around in the world as name tags. So that's going to be really, really cool. And just a reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, when this VOD inevitably ends up there, hi, we'd love to have you support our live content over here. Check us out on twitch.tv/GDQ. And check out all of our other live shows as well, even the VODs of those. But that's going to be it for us, I believe. We're going to go ahead and cut to a short break while we find someone to raid for the time being. Go cheer on whoever we send you over to as they engage in further speedrunning content, and tune in later on today at 5 p.m. for the Nier Automata race. Take it easy, y'all.